go of everything.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Zeus here with another Clash Royale video. Today we're going to be going over the best deck for arenas 1 through 5. Now this varies. You need the cards all the way up to arena 5 in order to make this deck, because you need the Zap and the Wizard and the Spear Goblin. However, there's different variations where you could put cards from arena 4 and below in. Different cards do different things. So here's the deck. We got the Goblin Barrel, the Zap, the Barbarians, Fire Spirits. We got Inferno, Hog, Spear Goblins, and Wizard. The average elixir cost is 3.5. In 3.5's, probably 3.5 to 4 is where I'd stay for this arena, only because if you go any higher, then it's hard to counter smaller elixir pushes from your enemy. We'll go ahead and open up these chests real quick. Probably not gonna get anything good. Nah. Alright, so let's go and watch some replays. I did just play the last two. Now this is a deck that you're only really gonna get one crown with, unless your enemy is just using something absurd and they don't know how to use it. I rarely 3-crown with this deck, so this is definitely not a deck that if you're higher and you want to use it, because I'm using it here in Arena 8, which is a lot higher than what you guys, whoever are watching this video, most likely. I think I used this deck from arenas all the way from 1 to like 7, and then I started switching it up only because I got a little bored of it, and I kept getting countered by the Zap, or the Sparky. The Sparky against this deck, it's not... I've beaten it multiple times, but it's not the easiest thing to beat. So if we're taking a look at this battle, the Inferno is what you're going to want to use to counter giants, balloons, lava hounds. I'm not sure what you're going to encounter in arenas 1 through 5. It depends on what level player you're playing. And so right here, this is what I like to do. You throw down the Hog, and then immediately throw the Goblin Barrel, so that the Hog just gets in range of the tower to tank, and then the Goblins don't get hit by the tower. And unless they have an arrow or Zap on hand, I usually take about 600 to 1,000 health off the tower. And so right here, to counter his troops, I put down a Wizard. Unfortunately, the Ice Wizard kind of hurts me right there, but that's alright. I'm going to get the... So I distract the Musketeer right there and throw Fire Spirits down to kill her. And at this point, we're just letting our elixir build up. Now I'm waiting to push again with the Goblin Barrel and Hog. Now if you have the Miner is what I would switch out for the Goblin Barrel, only because the Miner cannot be zapped or arrowed, which makes it a lot more useful. However, it does deploy in one spot, so the only downside about that is that if they throw down, say, a Knight or some Barbarians, they can easily distract the Miner, and he will not kill all that for the most part, because the Miner only does, I think, like 50 damage per swing at level 1, and I highly doubt anyone has more than a level 1 Miner, if they even have one. I'm not even sure if you can unlock the Miner in arenas 1 through 5, but I'm not sure. So at that point, I knew the giant was going to die. I actually got very good value out of the Inferno because I killed 2 giants and a Velk and a bomber, I think. So that was really good value. I was getting a little greedy right here because I knew this guy, there was no way he was going to take my tower. I let my elixir build right here just so I can drop my barbarians around the princess, because she does do splash damage. Then I dropped down the Inferno, and the Fire Spirits help take out the Ice Wizard and the Musketeer. I drop this Wizard just for good measure and kill the Wizard, the Ice Wizard. If you have the Ice Wizard, definitely substitute that in for the Wizard in this deck. That is highly recommended, because the Ice Wizard does... it doesn't do more damage per se, but it slows them down to a point where their attack speed is like half. I'm not sure what it exactly is, but it makes it a lot easier than the regular Wizard. And I believe, depending on what level Wizard you have, the Ice Wizard is definitely going to be a higher level at level 1 than whatever wizard you're using in arenas 1 through 5. So right here, I did the same push with the wizard, or with the hog and the goblin barrel. And as you can see, there's a goblin in the very back that just did a lot of damage to that. Now right here, I waste the zap, only because I thought the witch was going to spawn skeletons, and I didn't want the inferno to get distracted, because that happens quite a bit. And so right there, I was a little late on the fire spirits, and I'm just going to let the Velk do its thing, throw some spear goblins over there, and then they're going to get about 200 damage off just from chip damage, which I love just throwing down spear goblins and getting 200 off, because that's almost as much as a fireball if you think about it, but not many players will react to it. I know if someone throws spear goblins down and I have a zap, I will definitely zap, because that's a 2 for 2 elixir trade, which is definitely better. So right here, he does have the bowler, which isn't a problem because the bowler doesn't do much damage, and it's actually helping push my wizard out of the way of the witch. And I know this one. This one ends with 3 damage left on my right tower. I win because he zapped, and it ended with 3 damage left. So I was very surprised. This guy was definitely salty after this one. So right there, I do the same push. However, he does put down a. I miss my zap right here, I believe, unfortunately. But whenever someone counters with what is that? A minion horde, it is hard to counter that unless you throw down the fire spirits behind the hog, which is something that I used to do, and it's something that you could do. You throw down the hog and the or the fire spirits right on top of it, so it surrounds them because they run at the same speed. And so whatever they throw down, if it's minions, then that's very good because the front fire spirit usually takes the fire, and then the rest of them are just behind and they kill whatever they jump into. And I think it takes 2 to kill a minion horde or any sort of minion, depending on what level they are. So that's very good. And right here, I throw that goblin barrel because I know he just expended all of his elixir on that push because he was dropping troops as fast as he could get elixir, which was bad on his part. And so right here, the Inferno. The Inferno is probably one of the most annoying cards in the game, but it's my favorite only because you can literally kill troops that have over 1,000 hit points, like the Golem. This just shreds the Golem as soon as it gets towards it. And right here, the Hawk does get a swing off, which I was very surprised because this guy does have level 7 rares. So, I mean, that's a lot of damage coming off of the Hawk. And right there, 3 damage left. And I know this guy was trying to spam through to get another zap, but he didn't have time, unfortunately. That would have been extremely, extremely annoying if that was me playing. So right here, we will go and do one live battle with this deck. I am trying to upgrade the Hog and the Wizard right now, only because I do use it in other decks. So we'll go ahead and try and find a battle. Now, I'm not saying this is 100% going to win every single time, because I am up in Arena 8. And so this arena is a little bit more challenging, only because I run into higher level cards. But for the arenas 1 through 5, this deck absolutely shreds. Now right here, I'll show you what I do. I was a little late on the Fire Spirits. So he does have the Inferno. So I'm just going to go ahead and zap this over here, just so I don't get any damage off of my tower. Now he spent 9 elixir, so we're about the same. I think I spent all of my elixir, so he might be 1 ahead. I'm not exactly sure. It's crucial that you remember like what they drop and add it up, only because then you'll know what kind of push you can do. Now right here, I am going to drop down a wizard in the back, only because I'm going to wait for that Inferno to die. Okay, he does have a hog, so I'm going to drop the Inferno. And he has a bomber, which I'm not sure if it's... Okay, so we're going to go ahead and drop this, and then we're going to drop some fire spirits. And we did almost kill that push. Now, whatever he puts down on that wizard... Okay, he put a musketeer. We're going to counter that with the barbarians, which I don't like doing. But, I mean, it's what we have right now. Okay, so he did put down a miner. Honestly, we're just going to let the miner do its thing. We're going to get ready with a zap, only because I know he has fire spirits. Okay, so he plays the bomber. That's actually not too bad. So they're going to get a lot of damage. I'm watching for the fire spirits. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and zap that real quick. Only because you're getting the tower, you're getting an extra hit off, and you're killing the spear goblins. So, I mean, you're getting better value from that zap than he did from dropping them spear goblins. So right here, we're going to go ahead and do this same push again with this. And I know he's going to put down the Inferno, but we should get enough hits off. Okay, Good, that tower went down. But if that tower wouldn't have went down, he was a little late on that Inferno. Alright, so right here. I know he's going to put down the Hog. So honestly, I'm just going to get ready with this. Okay, so he's not putting it down. We're going to start pushing from the opposite side. However, yeah, we're going to push from the opposite side. Alright, so I knew that Hog was going to come in, and that, so... Okay, so I was a little off on where he drops the miner. People are very sneaky with the miner, for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and zap those. And we're going to push with this on the other side. Put down some fire spirits. We'll get a couple hits off of there. Alright, so over here, we're going to counter this with the wizard. He should be able to take that out. We're going to put down some barbarians on that musketeer. Uh, man, I swear the zap sometimes lags in this game because I drop it and it does not drop at the same time. So he's gonna try and push that way with the hog. We're gonna Okay, good. That time we actually got it. It's hard to predict where they're gonna drop the miner only because they can drop it at different points of the map. I know I've seen people drop it in the back and then drop it in the front the next time. Honestly, catches me off guard. And look at that. We just got a magical chest, boys. We'll definitely be opening that in the next video. How long does it take? 72 gems. I would gem it, but honestly, I'll just wait it out. I'll open that in a little bit. And I will definitely be bringing that for tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow probably. I'll do another Clash Royale video. We'll finish off the crown chest, and hopefully we have a special offer over here in the card shop. And tomorrow is Sunday, so whatever tomorrow is, we'll have 6 cards and hopefully a special offer. So maybe we'll buy a couple cards from the card shop. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I have to turn off my notifications. But yeah, here's the deck. It's the 3.5 average elixir cost. It's a sort of a hog cycle, but with the goblin barrel, I'm not sure what you consider it. The wizard is definitely one of the key cards only because that in the spear goblins is your really only air troop. I mean, the fire spirits will hit air, but the fire spirits are kind of tricky. They can go after anything. If there's a giant in front of some minions, sometimes they jump into the giant and miss the minions. So it's tricky. As long as you play defensively, this is a deck that you just want to chip off of one tower at a time. You don't really want to try and push push hard enough to get a 3 crown because honestly, this deck is not made for 3 crowning. It's made for 1 crown and possibly 2 if you have to go into overtime. But yeah, this is the best deck in my opinion for levels 1 through 5. So I know you can get a couple. So the Ice Wizard, I definitely use instead of the Wizard if you have it, only because I think the level 1 Wizard is that of a level 7 rare, I believe. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. And the rest of the troops, I mean, most of them you should have from Arena 1 or from the training camp. I know, actually, I don't use any of the training camp troops. I mean, but from Arena 1, I use the Spear Goblins. I use the Goblin Barrel. From Arena 2, we're not using any of that. From Arena 3, we do use the Barbarians. Arena 4, we got the Hog and the Inferno. And then from Arena 5, which you could substitute in instead of the Zap, you could put arrows. Instead of the Fire Spirits, you could put, I'd probably put minions or maybe the 1 elixir skeletons. Those are good because they distract if the troop is already aggroed onto something. In the wizard, you could use the minion horde. You could use the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie you could definitely use, or the musketeer. That's honestly what I'd use if you don't have the wizard. But other than that, that was this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe for more content because I will be uploading daily now. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.